Morning, Sean. Thoughts on the Spaceballs sequel being in early development with Josh Gad set to star, co-produce, and co-write the film, as well as Mel Brooks attached in some form. So, Spaceballs is famously the Star Wars parody. Came out, 35 years ago? I guess more than that now. It's a Mel Brooks film, has plenty of classic, memorable lines. I've been watching it pretty much all of my life that I can remember. I've never enjoyed the film as much as most people, or as much as I thought that I would, but it's still the iconic Star Wars parody. And in the movie, they even make the joke about, it's very meta, a lot of meta humor in there, in a lot of ways ahead of its time. It makes a joke about Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
God willing, we'll all meet again in Spaceballs 2, the search for more money. That
joke is in the movie. They tease a sequel. It's never happened. So, jump forward to this past week. And apparently, Josh Gad and Mel Brooks are cooking something up. Now, Mel Brooks is like 90 years old. I don't know what the last thing he actually did was. So the fact that Mel Brooks is still attached, that doesn't mean a whole lot to me, other than to say that he has the blessing and approval of the person that did the original film. Of course, he's a iconic filmmaker, humorist, whatever you want to call him. But I don't hear, Mel Brooks, this is fantastic. Maybe we'll get he hasn't done a lot in quite a while, and he's very old. In general, what do I think about doing a Spaceballs 2 as someone that's not particularly a big fan of the first Spaceballs? Actually, the fact that I'm not crazy about the first one doesn't change my opinion on it all that much at all, on the matter, simply because it's so much later in time and different people will be making it. So I'm actually probably pretty for it. In particular, if it has balls, if it actually has some bite to it, I think there's a lot that you can do there. We've kind of had a dry spell of parody films, and it seems like they're trying to do those again with Naked Gun, Spaceballs. I'm fine with that. Let's see if it works. Maybe that comedy doesn't work anymore, or maybe we're about to have another prime era of parody satire type films. And in an era where that it does have so much kind of meta commentary and things like that, and then where so many movies are reboots, sequels, adaptations, it lends itself to all sorts of new commentary. In particular, Spaceballs was so meta and ahead of its time, where there's a scene in the movie where they go and they buy them, they go and check out the VHS copy of the movie to figure out what's about to happen. There's all this stuff in the movie like that more so than ever, I think, could be so clever if it leans into that. Now, Pizza the Hut, barf, like that humor from it, I don't, that's not as interesting, but you lean into the good side to it. You play into how corporate it's become even more so. Like they were talking about how corporate and merchandise-based Star Wars was over 35 years ago.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
How much more so now that it's literally a IP that Disney milks for content? There's so much there. So, like I said, as someone that's not crazy about the first one, I'm actually very open to it.
Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.